Hey everyone, and welcome to episode 7 of Bellocraft. Now, last episode, if you remember, right at the end, just before we put our contract, which I still don't know what it's for, in the contract chest, we ran out of rockets. That's still the case. I'm out of rockets. However, if we come through here, you will see that between this right now and the end of last episode, I have just built up this sugarcane farm so that we can get paper and we can turn that paper into rockets. Now, it has been working. I've only had this up and running for a very short while, but it's good to see that it is working, and this should actually be enough to give us like a good sufficient amount of rockets. I did hear that someone is planning on setting up a rocket shop at some point in the near future, so I think I'll be a very frequent shopper at that shop. Right, now that we have got rockets, let's head over to the Bellu district, because I want to share some plans that me and Leo have been devising together. Now, this is a good opportunity to check up on our shop, so let's just do that really quickly. Right, so let's just check up on our shop. First of all, ooh, I don't, hang on. I think this person is overpaid, to be honest. But, to be honest, I don't mind. I never thought that this would sell in my life. So I'll take that. Eight more diamonds to my name. Thank you very much. And if we take a look... What? Okay, I mean... Wow. I don't know who needs so much dried kelp, but, I suppose we'll have to get restocking this shop then, won't we? Okay. 35 diamonds, I suppose. I'm not complaining. Anyway, as I was saying, me and Leo were devising some plans, and we said that we were gonna try and make the Bellu district look a little nicer. What we're gonna do is we're just gonna connect everything up with some paths. Well, more like roads, really. We're gonna probably get rid of these path blocks that are on the floor down here. That are marking the paths at the minute. What we're going to do is we're just going to create a sort of layout across the entirety of the Bellu district, because it does continue down there. It's just no one's really ventured over there. And we're just going to clean the place up a little bit, and it should encourage people to spread out, since obviously, mine included, they're all just kind of clumped together at the front. For the road design that we want to use, we want to kind of use a combination of mud blocks and a bit of brown mushroom as well. However, we're going to need so much mud, and so Leo has built a mud farm in his attic of his house. Yep, the one that we turned into a man cave. So I'll just show you that now, and I don't think you'll mind me just coming through the window. I can't be able to go up his stairs. Right, there we go. We'll place it back. Yeah, so this is the mud farm he has been using, and he's gathered quite a lot of mud, and it seems rather easy, to be honest. So I think he's going to continue using that, and he said I can use it too. However, the problem is to create packed mud and mud bricks, which is the blocks we want to use, we need lots and lots and lots of wheat, and that almost took me out. Wow, I was not expecting that. Anyway, as I was saying, we need lots and lots of wheat, which we don't have, and so I thought that in today's episode, what we could do is we could create a little farmland over by the village, and maybe plonk a farmhouse, maybe a barn in the middle, and we should be able to create a nice little wheat field. And so this is the little area we've been working on over the past few episodes. And what I plan to do is... hang on, let me just grab a bird's eye view of the place. I'll tell you what, why don't we turn this bit of land across the river into our farmhouse? I think that could look pretty cool. Now, the first thing that we need to do to turn this place into a lovely piece of farmland is to get rid of all of these trees. Now, there is quite a lot of them, so it might take me a little while. And so what we're going to do to speed things up a little bit, well, for you guys, not so much for me, is we're going to head into a quick little time lapse, and we can get these trees chopped up and ready for wheat to be placed. Here we go. Okay, so we haven't like cleared out loads of space, but to be honest, I don't think we'll need it. We've gotten quite a big clearing, and my plan is to kind of build up a gradual hill, and we might just be able to scrape off onto the top of these trees and just leave them beneath the hill, to be honest. However, I haven't got any dirt for us to build this hill that we're gonna put our farmhouse on, and we're gonna cover it in wheat as well. Remember, all of this is so that we can build that mud path over at the Bello district. But hopefully, by the end of this video, it will be looking up a lot nicer and more organized, and just should encourage people to build more shops. But like I said, we have got no dirt. Oh, hang on, that was a bit embarrassing. I thought I had my elytra on. Now, I'm not really sure where is a good place to get dirt. But if we just like head down here, which isn't far away at all, then oh, I've just realized I've got almost completely full inventory. I didn't really plan this out. But as I was saying, this kind of like mountain here, we could just hack away at the top of it and shave some layers of dirt off of it, because it shouldn't look too unnatural, and also it's out of render distance of our village that we're building over there. So if we just kind of, like I said, shave off a few layers, then we should be able to get a good quantity of dirt fairly quickly. Now, after that little mini dirt mining session, we have gathered almost or just about a double chest full of dirt. Now, that should be enough for at least to get started anyway, and I'm just going to show you my plan. Now, first things first, I want to create a bridge going from here to there, and to do that, I want to kind of just bring this land here a little bit closer in, maybe up to about here, and then we could go in just one more, and I think a bridge should fit nicely right there. And let's just wind this back round. Okay, so what I've done is I've just kind of bring that round there again, and I've thickened it out a little bit. And then from here, what I want to do is I just kind of want to slowly sort of bring up like a sort of hill, like a very gradually, just a bit like this really, and then we want this to go all along here, and then eventually maybe just above where these trees are over there where I'm pointing to, we could build our farmhouse, but I think I might have it a little further back. And so those are my plans for how I want to lay out this build. And obviously, like I've said, all along this hill, it will be covered in wheat, and that is how we are going to get our wheat. No, we're not building some super efficient wheat farm. I don't even know if that exists, to be honest. No, we're just turning it into a nice, cute little build. And I want to continue this hill that, like I said, reaches about to back there, and I just want to continue it all along the shore here against this river. Now, I'm not going to be building any of the structures like the farmhouse or this bridge that I want to have just down here. Instead, all we are going to do I can't speak. All we are going to be doing for now is we're just going to be building up this hilly wheat field terrain that leads up to the farmhouse. And so let's head into another little bit of a longer time lapse this time, just because it's a bit of a longer duration project. Right, let's head into this time lapse. Here we go. And here we have it. We have got a massive wheat field on the hill. This is exactly what we're going for. Now, I will mention that obviously, you know, the sides aren't done, and if we come up to the top here, obviously we do want to do this bit here. Now the reason I stopped is because I think that we've got like a good source of wheat for us to build the roads at the Bellu district. And so what we're going to do is we're going to meet up with Leo at the Bellu district, and we are going to build all the roads and connect everything together. But I'm really happy with this wheat field, and I think a farmhouse on top of that hill. Oh, it's gonna look so great. I'm super excited. Anyway, let's go find Leo. Quickly, just before we go and find Leo, unfortunately, I lost all of the recording for the next clip, so I'm having to, you know, go scavenging around for different people in different places. So the audio is going to sound a little weird because this is Leo's audio. Also, the footage is going to be from the replay mod, so that just means that there is going to be no hotbar. So please just ignore the fact that there's no hotbar, and yeah, I'm going to sound a little weird, but let's just move on.
So, you ready to finally get this thing done?
I am ready. I'm
actually
super excited.
Explanation before. So, we're gonna have a cool nether portal that goes like right here, built by yours truly, Sillyplop.
Yeah,
and so what we're planning for this road is we're just gonna be building it right now. We don't really have access to llamas because I failed miserably finding llamas.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, they're really tricky to get hold of.
I mean, yeah, but you know, I still failed. That doesn't really excuse me for failing. So.
Okay.
We're gonna be making the path out of, I'm pretty sure you can tell, packed mud and brown mushrooms, because just having mud and brown mushrooms would be just very awkward.
Anyway, let's hop into a time lapse and build this road. Here we go. And if we head over to the Bellu district now, we will see that we've constructed this road that goes from here, from the mine cart track, yeah, that's right, and all the way over there, which, there will be another portal. There isn't just yet if we head around here. If you guys remember, there was that sign, I don't know if you saw it, the sign down here. I know it's in like black on dark brown, so it's pretty hard to see, but nether portal goes here, and that is, we're gonna have to do that. We're gonna pop up something. I haven't got too many ideas yet, but I'm sure something will come to me. And that is gonna be the little community nether portal that we'll do. And to be honest, I think like what we've done is pretty pleasing. What we've done with Leo, who is right over here. Okay, right. Let's just ignore that one. Okay, right. Anyway, so yeah, as I was saying, I'm pretty pleased with this road and, you know, the texture on it and everything. If you guys saw, Leo was doing a lot of the terraforming around it just to make it so it wasn't as hilly, and like that area over there is a perfect place for a shop, and he just flattened places out just to make it more suitable for shops to be put there. Anyway, like I said, I'm really happy with what me and Leo have done, and there is actually a fairly new rocket shop here, and I think this is Xerox's. Hang on, can I get in? Oh, I can. Should we see? Oh, hang on. Never mind this. It's not stocked up. This is... I've only got 50 rockets, and I've got no gunpowder left, so... This is my last stock, guys. I'm hoping... What? Wait, what? Hello? Hello? Oh. Did you guys say that? Okay, I don't know what that... Whatever. I thought that was Leo, but I can't see him anywhere. Anyway, yeah, so we're being... I'm hoping this will be stocked up as some... Hello? What? Hang on. Is Leo here? Oh.
Hey, I'm behind you.
Oh, hello. There you are. Oh, wait, what? What? What?
So,
what?
what's up?
Oh, what? I think... What? He keeps on disappearing. Hang on. I'm just gonna go and sleep because it's... Oh, there he is. There he is.
Hmm?
What's up? What? Hang on, I'm just gonna sleep because it's getting pretty dark. I don't want the mobs to spawn because this place we haven't fully like torch proofed it all. And What is going on? I don't know, he's like zip zapping all over the place. Oh, there he is.
I know, like, dude.
Yeah.
So,
Hang on. I know what he's doing. I've just seen him throw an ender pearl. That's what's going on. Ah. Anyway, with the Bellu district, kind of flattened it out and all that, and we will continue to just, you know, do a bit off camera, maybe a bit on camera as well, just kind of, you know, clean the place up a bit. But for now, that is all we're going to do for this episode. Now, moving on, if we head back over to the little wheat field that we built. If you remember, we were going to build a farmhouse, and I've been playing around with a few block palettes and textures and stuff, and I'm like, if I wasn't excited before to build it, I'm so excited to build it now. But anyway, if we head up to the top here, obviously we haven't quite finished it yet. We will have to do that at some point. But like right around here, right here, just where the path ends, we want to build a farmhouse. And like I said, I've been playing around with some textures and I'm really excited to build it. And so, if you look in this shulker box right here, I have got some blocks, all kind of the same colours really, that are going to help me to build this farmhouse. Now, in terms of the farmhouse itself, I'll just show you my plan. So I kind of want the walls to kind of be this muddy gradient sort of going up to red, and we'll have that kind of as the walls, and then as the floor, I'm kind of thinking that as it gets closer to the farmhouse, it's more of a dark brown, and then further away it becomes more of this light brown, and then into the path or whatever. And so what we're going to start doing is, obviously we can't just have a floating farmhouse, so we're just going to create this little bit of land for it to go. And I'm just going to have it as dirt now, but we will change it to like a nicer texture later on. Okay, so I think that we've got a big enough platform to at least get started. We can always kind of extend it out as we build. And one thing I do just want to do is just kind of bring in this path a little. Okay, and then I think if I just start placing down some blocks. Yeah, and then I want to transition into this packed mud from the mud bricks. And we're just going to leave the gradient there for now, and we can just, you know, bring it up as we go along. But what I want to focus on right now is just trying to get the shapes in place of what we want to build. I think what I want to do is I think I might just bring it in this way a little, and we can kind of have this section come out just ever so slightly. Yeah, I'm liking where this is going, so let's just build up the walls a little with the other blocks. If you guys remember, I then want to turn into granite, although I do need to do a bit more work over here. I think the change might be a little too abrupt, so I'm just going to try and break away a few of these blocks that are lower down and just incorporate the granite in there. Okay, so we've got the granite in, and I think what I might want to do is I just want to get, just going to lower down the mud layer just so that it's not so dominant. And then we can just fill in these new gaps with granite. Yep, there we go. Okay, and I don't think this looks quite right, so I'm just going to play around with it, and also I'm going to add the bricks as well onto the top layer. Okay, so after just playing around with like the proportions of everything, and I also added in the bricks, and I also incorporated a few of these polished granite blocks just to switch things up a little bit. I'm really happy in the direction that this is going. Now the next thing that I want to move on to is the roof, and so for that we're going to use a mixture of birchwood and bamboo planks. Okay, so, like I said, I want to use some birchwood and bamboo wood for the roof. So, my general idea is to have patches of birchwood amongst a predominantly bamboo roof, just to kind of give it that faded vibe. And so, what I want to just do with this roof is I just want to kind of bring it up. Maybe we might go up to here, and then we'll have another wall here, and then I'll kind of show you my plans off from that. But for now, let's just continue to like bring this out this way a little bit, and I told you that I wanted to have patches of birch, so I think that if I just kind of bring this up a little. Yeah, I like that actually. I might just add one in that top left corner there, just a birch stair. Right, here we go. Let's swap that one out. Perfect. I do really like that. And now, something that I've been thinking about is if I just raise this bit that comes out a little up, and I'll show you what I mean. So I'm thinking that we can have this bit here, you know, and then this will go into a wall here, and then there'll be like another final roof on top. I don't know if that makes sense, so I'm just gonna have to show you. I'll just leave it at that. This is just like a prototype so that you guys can see what I mean. Now, obviously, this looks like horrendous, so we're not going to keep it like this. We're going to have to alter things and make things look right. But I think that I'm liking the idea. Just ignore the zombie over here. But I think I'm liking the... I think I'm liking the idea. There we go. But if one thing's for certain, we have got to tear this down and just make everything look right. So I think the first thing that we're going to do is get rid of this top layer of stairs, because I think it just goes up a little too much. What we're going to do is we're going to swap this for slabs, and we'll see how that looks instead. Okay, there we go. That's the wall gotten rid of. Now it's time to replace the stairs. Okay, so that's all that done, and then one thing I want to do is just extend this slab like layer out just by one, and we'll see how that looks. Okay, I mean you can't really see that back layer, so let's just try adding that brick wall again now that it's going to be a little further back. And also I think I need to try and work out a texture for this, because I suppose I could just repeat what I've done down there up here. That might work. Okay, how does that look now? I think I like it. One thing I will say is that I want to just at least try propping these slabs at the back just up by one, and we'll see if that makes it look any better in the slightest. I mean, you don't really notice it, do you? This is with the slabs raised, and this is without the slabs raised. Let's just get rid of that so it's not in the way. To be honest, I think I like them with like being raised, so let's change it back to that and see if we can find a better solution if we just play around with things a little. Yeah, I really do like that with the slabs raised at the back. So what we're going to do now is we're going to try and work on a texture for this upper half. I have started smelting down some terracotta. We've got 10 pieces. That's enough to see whether we like it or not. So the first thing I want to try is just some bricks, granite, and terracotta, just so that it's slightly different from down here with the mud. But if this doesn't work, then we're just going to use what we used down there. Right, now what do we think? I'm not quite sure. I mean, I definitely prefer it to just bricks. It does kind of break it up a little. But I think that the terracotta might just stand out a little too much. But with that said, it's not too bad. I'll tell you what we're going to do is we're going to try out the texture that we've done down here with the mud up to the bricks and just see which one I prefer. Okay, now let's take a look at that. What do we think? Okay, I have actually missed out the polished granite that I added in down here. So let's just add that in. The question is, do I like this more, or do I like the terracotta, with the terracotta involved? And to that, I'm not too sure, to be honest. So, what I'm going to do is we're just going to roll with it, and if it, doesn't look very good with the rest of the build, then we can just change it, can't we? Yeah, I'm really loving the direction this is going. Next thing I want to do is I just, after reviewing and thinking about what I want to do, I want to extend this wall out this way. Maybe up to about there, just so it gives a little more width on the thing, or maybe length, I don't know, depends on which way you look at it, I suppose. So let's just finish adding that in right now. Ow! Okay, there we go. The wall has been extended, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm really happy with how this is coming along. I think just extending that out just a little bit has really made a big difference. Now, the next thing on the agenda is the proper roof. So, I mean, I suppose we're just gonna tackle it like we did with the other one. So let's just get that in really quickly, because it's gonna be a little repetitive if I talk you through it. So now we've got the roof in place, and the next thing that we are going to do is this block over here. Also, just thought I'd mention this, everything is undetailed at the minute, and that we'll do that later on. We're just trying to get the basic building blocks in place and just progressing from there. But anyway, as I was saying, this block right here is what we want to do next, and once again, can you guess it? We want to put a roof on this thing. I'm not sure if you guys can see the vision, but basically, I haven't got many stairs left. I've had to create a little bamboo garden out the back here to harvest some more bamboo because I'm running low. But basically, I want, I've got some birch, so I want to kind of run this block into the side of this wall. I don't know if that makes sense, but I'm just gonna have to show you, I suppose. I want to use this little block to vary the shape of the farmhouse, and for the roof we want to kind of run it into this wall. And now that I've got a few more stairs in place, hopefully you can see what I mean. I'll tell you what, I'll just finish this up right now and I'll show you what I mean. You guys are just going to have to ignore this bamboo forest that I've created here just to keep me supplied on my bamboo wood for all these roofs. But you can hopefully now see what I've been getting at. So I've finished this off, and I've added a few pieces of terracotta up there at the top just to kind of continue this transition up a little. And I think that now that we've got that roof in, just to fill in that space there, it's really looking lovely. Now, unfortunately, we are running very low on video time left for today, and this video is already like a week late, so I'm sorry about that. So instead of building up all the rest of the walls and doing all the roofs and whatnot, we're gonna build this side. Hang on, you can't really see it with all the bamboo in the way. We're gonna build up this wall right here, right now, and then after we do that, we're just gonna detail everything that we have got, just to make sure that what we have built in today's video is up to scratch and, you know, it is fully complete. Now, obviously, the first thing that we need to do is get rid of all of this bamboo. It's quite satisfying, actually. And now, what I want to do is I just want to, like I said, build up this wall here. Now, I know that we said that we were going to detail everything that we've done. This wall is going to be an exception. And now, I do have a very good reason for that, which is that this side won't actually be in the thumbnail a whole lot, so I don't see any reason why I need to rush into detailing it. We can leave that for another episode. However, if I don't just finish this off and bring it around, I think it would really look weird, so I will do that. Okay, so now we have got this side done, and I'm really happy with that. I kind of mixed together the gradient that I did here and also the use of the terracotta, because I didn't just want to just have bricks when I went up, so I decided to have like patches of the different blocks, and I'm really happy with that. I might actually change this part, sorry, to what I did over here, just so that it matches a little more, but I don't know, I'll sit on it for a little bit. Now, the next thing we need to do is get rid of all of this grass, because we don't want grass. We want it to be kind of this muddy vibe. We don't really want a whole lot of greenery, because we kind of want to make this area match with the field here, because I mean, obviously around here there's a bit of green, but when it's all grown, there won't be any green, and so we're going to really channel this kind of brown, dead-looking vibe. I think earlier in the episode I said that this farmhouse would be cute, but now I'm really second guessing myself, but it's fine. I'm just building this on the fly, and that's what happens. Things change. Okay, so let's just get started by getting rid of this rim around here, because we're gonna work our way from the outskirts of the farmhouse into the middle where the path is. Now around the rim of the farmhouse, I want to go for this kind of really brown vibe. And then as we get to the path, we'll like kind of ease it into a lighter brown. Now, as you can see here, I am then just transitioning into these lighter brown blocks. And I am also just going to fill in this area down here where the wheat needs to go. And that should make it look a lot nicer since there was just a massive gap in the floor before. Now if I spin around really fast, then we should be able to replicate what we've done here over to here. Right, let's give it a go. 3, 2, 1. Boom. Just as I suspected, we have replicated what happened over there with all the colours and everything over here on a much larger scale actually. I also began to add in some wheat just to give myself an idea of how I want the hill to roll down. But as you can probably tell, it is getting very late in the video and we're not going to do that. Maybe next time, maybe the episode after, or maybe in 10 episodes time. Who knows? Now the final thing that we are going to do today is add in all of those details. There's not loads that I want to do, just a few little things like a few windows and just a few small things that should kind of bring together the build and make it look a lot less blocky and plain. So let's just add them in really quickly right now. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. We have got our little, like, I've made it quite dead. That's kind of the vibe I've gone for. I mentioned that earlier. I'm so happy with how this has turned out. Obviously the inside, there's not much going on in the inside because there isn't an inside, but I'm really happy with all the different browns that I've got in the build. And I went and found some mangrove roots, I think these are called, so I thought I'd throw some of them around. And also I added in a few mini blocks, including these barrels. However, most unfortunately, we have run out of time for today's episode. I'm really happy with what we've got done, and I apologize for this video coming out like pretty late. It's been like a week after when I was meant to get it out for, but nevertheless, I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.